Before coming in the room, I would check for any fall precautions or contact precautions, and I see that there are none, so I'll proceed into the room. As I'm coming into the room, I'll make sure that there are no environmental hazards, and then I would perform hand hygiene and introduce myself to the patient. Hi, my name is Alyssa. I'm a student nurse that's going to be taking care of you today. Can I see your armband? Can you tell me your name and your date of birth?
My name is Jen Simpson. My date of birth is 7/13/80.
Okay, and are you experiencing any pain today?
No.
Okay, patient is not experiencing any pain, and if she was, I would use the old carts method to determine what kind of pain it is. I would also take the patient's vital signs, her blood pressure, her temperature, her oxygen saturation, her pulse rate, and her respirations. I've noted that the patient has a calm facial expression. She's lying up in bed, and she shows signs of good hygiene. Her hair is combed, and there are no odors present, and she appears to be clean. Can you tell me where you are?
I'm at John Tyler Hospital.
Okay, and can you tell me what the date is?
It's April 14th, 2017.
Okay, the patient is alert and oriented times 3. And if you look straight ahead, I'm going to check your pupils, okay? Pupils are 3 millimeters in diameter, and perla is intact. Have you been experiencing any difficulty swallowing?
No.
Okay. Patient denies any difficulty swallowing. Have you been experiencing any numbness or tingling in your arms or your legs?
No.
Okay. And do you feel me touching you right now?
Yes.
Okay. The patient's sensation is intact. And her speech is clear, articulate, logical, coherent, and appropriate for the conversation. I would now observe her respiratory rate as well as the effort. She's breathing effortlessly right now, and now I would also take her lungs.
Hello, my name is Tori. I'm here nurse today.
Take a deep breath for me.
Carson Indigo. All right, check that against the armband and your date of birth as well. 4/15/97. All right, great. Thank you for that. Introduce the patient. Inform her that I'll be performing.
All right, can you lean forward for me? Take a deep breath again.
All right, let's get started.
All right, vesicular breath sounds are heard over all of her lungs. I would also assess for any signs of cyanosis or clubbing, and it appears that there are none. Can you breathe deeply and cough for me? All right, and did you experience any weakness while you were coughing?
No.
Okay, great. Now I'm going to listen to her heart. I'm going to listen at the apex for a full minute.
This is about to have to do this. Like, I'm about to get in.
And I'm also going to assess her apical pulse with her radial pulse. And they are equal. I would also listen to all of her valves in her heart with the diaphragm and then with the bell.
For everyone.
Oh God, they're not going to be able to hear what's over.
Okay. And I would check her radial pulses. They are equal bilateral with 2+ amplitude. Alright, and the temperature of her extremities is warm. I would also check her capillary refill. Capillary refill is less than 3 seconds. I would note any pretibial edema if there was any, and it appears that there aren't. I would also check her posterior tibial pulses. They are 2+ and equal bilaterally. I would check her dorsalis pedis pulses. They are 2+ and equal bilaterally. I would also assess her skin. Her skin color is appropriate for her ethnicity. Appears that there is no skin breakdown lesions or anything like that. Her skin is also dry. It's intact. Her skin turgor is brisk. Alright, and now I'm going to check her range of motion. Can you put your arms up above your head for me? Perfect. And can you take your leg and, yep, and then the other leg? Okay, perfect. Her patient shows full range of motion. Can you push up against my hands for me? Okay. And can you pull? Okay, and squeeze my hands. Okay, patient's upper muscle strength is 5 out of 5 bilaterally. Can you push up against my feet and pull?
No, that's just how I remember.
Patient's lower body strength is also 5 out of 5 bilaterally. There are no signs of deformities present. Her face, her arms, her thorax, her hands, her hips, legs, and feet are all symmetrical. Now I'm going to assess her abdomen. Alright, I've noted that the abdomen contour is flat. And have you had a bowel movement recently?
Yes.
Okay, when was it?
Yesterday.
Okay, perfect. And how's your diet currently?
It's good.
Are you tolerating everything well? Okay, good. Now I'm going to also take her vowel sounds in all 4 quadrants.
Alright, do you have any swallowing? Can you call for it? Alright, did you feel yourself bringing up the mucus? Alright, if patient did break the mucus, I would like to come around it.
Vowel sounds are hyperactive in all 4 quadrants. Now I'm going to lightly palpate her abdomen. If you experience any pain or tenderness, let me know, okay? Okay. And that concludes the abdominal assessment. Have you been voiding regularly?
Yes.
Okay. And what does your urine look like?
It's like
Like yellow? Okay. And what's the, is it cloudy, clear?
it's clear.
Okay, perfect. If the patient was on bed rest, I would reposition her every 2 hours. I would also note any assistance that she might need for ambulation. I'd also assess how she tolerates movement. And then if it was indicated, I would transfer her from the bed to the chair. I would also assess for IVs. I would make sure that the flow rate and the pump is the way that it's supposed to be. And then I would also check for the insertion site, make sure that it's intact and that there's no redness or anything like that. If she had oxygen, I would make sure that the oxygen rate is to the appropriate rate, and then I also make sure that anywhere that it was like on her face or anything like that, I would make sure that there's no skin breakdown or irritation. If she had a Foley catheter, I would make sure that that there was no kinks in the tubing. I would check the reservoir site. If she had any drains or tubes, I would assess those as well. If she had any wounds or dressings, I would assess those as well. And then I would put the bed in the low position. I would make sure that the call bell is within reach. If there was a bed alarm indicated, I would be sure that the bed alarm